Take off your socks right now and look at your heels. Are they cracked, rough, or coated in thick, flaking skin? If you have been moisturizing for months, or even years without lasting results, this video is going to completely change how you think about that problem. Most people dismiss cracked heels as simple dryness. They buy expensive foot creams, soak their feet, and scrub away the calluses, only to watch everything come right back within weeks. Here is what almost nobody tells you. When cracked heels keep returning no matter what you put on them, the problem is not your skin. It is something happening inside your body that no moisturizer can fix. Today I am going to walk you through the real, medically recognized causes behind persistent cracked heels. From a hidden fungal infection to diabetes, thyroid disease, and nutritional deficiencies. And I will give you a clear 7-day action plan tailored to each cause. Stay until the end, because identifying the right cause changes everything about the solution. Let's start with the cause that shocks people the most. It is a type of fungal infection called moccasin-type athlete's foot. And it looks nothing like what most people think of as athlete's foot. There is no itching between the toes. There is no blistering. Instead, the skin on the entire sole and heel becomes thickened, white, dry, and prone to deep cracking. Because it does not itch and the toes look fine, people assume it is just dry skin and keep applying lotion for years without improvement. Podiatrists consistently report that a significant portion of patients who come in for persistent cracked heels turn out to have this fungal infection completely undetected and untreated. Moisturizer does not kill fungus. Antifungal treatment does. If your heel cracking worsens in warm, humid months, or if you frequently use shared showers or pools, this diagnosis must be ruled out by a dermatologist before anything else. The second major cause is diabetes. When blood sugar remains elevated over time, two damaging processes unfold directly in your feet. The first is peripheral neuropathy, gradual nerve damage that impairs the sweat glands in your feet. Without normal perspiration, the skin loses its natural moisture and oils, becoming dry and rigid from the inside out. No amount of cream applied externally can compensate for a skin that has lost its internal moisturizing mechanism. The second process is reduced circulation. Diabetes damages blood vessels, cutting off the steady flow of nutrients and oxygen that keep skin cells healthy and regenerating. The result is thickened, brittle skin that cracks under the pressure of every step. For diabetic patients, a cracked heel is not a cosmetic inconvenience. It is a medical risk. Bacteria entering through those cracks can cause infections that spread rapidly in a body where immune response and wound healing are already compromised. Many cases of serious diabetic foot complications begin with a neglected cracked heel. If you have diabetes or uncontrolled blood sugar, managing your glucose levels is not just important for your overall health. It is directly protective of your feet. The third cause is hypothyroidism, and this connection is one of the most overlooked links in foot health. Your thyroid gland controls the metabolic rate of every cell in your body, including skin cells. When thyroid hormone levels drop, skin cell turnover slows dramatically, and sebaceous glands produce far less oil. The result is skin that is unusually dry, rough, and thickened, particularly in areas like the heels where circulation is already reduced. Foot specialists consistently observe that patients with hypothyroidism frequently present with severely dry, deeply cracked heels that fail to respond to any topical treatment. The heels simply cannot improve because the hormonal environment that maintains skin hydration has broken down. If your cracked heels come with unexplained fatigue, unusual sensitivity to cold, gradual weight gain, or thinning hair, a thyroid blood test could be the most important thing you do for your feet this month. The fourth cause is nutritional deficiency, and 4 specific nutrients matter most here. Zinc is essential for skin cell division and repair. Without adequate zinc, the skin barrier becomes fragile, and keratinization, the process of building new skin, goes abnormal. Zinc-rich foods include oysters, beef, pumpkin seeds, legumes, and whole grains. Deficiency is particularly common in people following plant-based diets. Without careful planning, omega-3 fatty acids form the lipid layer of the skin's moisture barrier. Without enough omega-3, cell membranes become rigid, and the skin loses its ability to retain water, making heel cracking far more likely. Research comparing people with adequate versus insufficient omega-3 intake shows measurably worse skin barrier function in the deficient group. Fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and tuna, eaten 2 to 3 times per week, can make a visible difference within weeks. Vitamin B3, or niacin, directly supports the skin's ability to hold moisture and maintain elasticity. Deficiency leads to dry, cracking skin as one of its earliest signs. Chicken, tuna, peanuts, mushrooms, and brown rice are excellent sources. Vitamin E protects skin cells from oxidative damage and accelerates wound healing in cracked tissue. Clinical research on heel fissure management confirms that vitamin E meaningfully supports the repair of cracked skin. Almonds, sunflower seeds, olive oil, and spinach are your best dietary sources. The fifth cause is psoriasis. Unlike ordinary dry skin, psoriasis is an autoimmune condition in which skin cells multiply up to 10 times faster than normal. On the heels, this creates thick, silvery scaled patches of skin that crack painfully under pressure. Psoriasis on the feet is frequently misidentified as a callus or simple thickening, leaving it untreated for years. If you notice a clearly defined, reddish patch with silvery scaling that does not respond to moisturizer, this needs to be evaluated by a dermatologist. Psoriasis requires specific treatments: topical corticosteroids, vitamin D analog creams, or in moderate to severe cases, systemic therapy, not lotion. Now here is your 7-day action plan. On days 1 and 2, your goal is to identify your likely cause. Examine both heels carefully and take a photograph for reference. If the entire sole looks white and powdery, with no itching between the toes, fungal infection is your first suspect. If you have diabetes or blood sugar concerns, make a same-week appointment with your doctor. If fatigue, cold sensitivity, and weight gain are part of your picture, alongside cracked heels, request a thyroid blood test. Begin adding zinc-rich and omega-3 rich foods to every meal starting today. On days 3 and 4, begin targeted moisturizing properly. Soak feet in lukewarm, not hot water for 10 to 15 minutes to soften the skin. Gently use a foot file to remove loose surface skin, without forcing or scraping aggressively. Apply a urea-based heel cream, with at least 20% urea concentration immediately after softening. Urea is a clinically proven ingredient that dissolves thickened keratin, while drawing moisture into the skin. Far more effective than standard body lotion. Cover with cotton socks overnight to lock in the treatment. On days 5 through 7, establish a daily routine. Wash feet every evening in lukewarm water. Apply urea cream, and sleep in cotton socks. Wear cushioned slippers indoors to distribute pressure away from the heels. Lower your shower temperature to warm rather than hot. Hot water strips the skin's natural oils in under 3 minutes. After showering, apply heel cream, while the skin is still slightly damp for better absorption. A few essential cautions before we close. If you have diabetes, never attempt to remove heel calluses or skin yourself at home. Even a minor self-inflicted wound can develop into a serious infection. All foot care for diabetic patients should involve regular professional podiatry visits. For supplements, zinc becomes harmful at high doses. The upper safe limit for adults is 40 mg per day, and excess zinc actually blocks copper absorption and impairs immunity. Anyone with kidney disease should consult a physician before increasing omega-3 intake significantly. If you are pregnant or breastfeeding, every supplement decision requires medical guidance. See a doctor without delay if any of the following apply. Your cracked heels are bleeding or causing significant pain. The cracked area is swollen, warm, or producing any discharge. These are signs of infection. You have been managing at home for 2 weeks with no improvement at all. You have diabetes and have noticed any change in your feet. A lump, unusual hardness, or area of discoloration has appeared on or near the cracked skin. Here is the message I want you to take from today. Your feet tell the truth about your health, in ways that most people never learn to read. Cracked heels that keep coming back are not just a skin problem waiting for the right lotion. They are often a message from your metabolism, your immune system, your hormones, or your nutritional status. Hearing that message clearly and acting on it is how you finally solve the problem for good. If this video helped you see your cracked heels differently, please like and subscribe so you never miss our health content. Share this with anyone who has been struggling with this for years and assumes it is just how their feet are. Drop your questions or experiences in the comments. I read them all. See you in the next video, and take good care of your feet.